2 on a Monday night between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
On the set. Start. 17.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off of play action, here's Lance. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Come on, set. Steal. Check, steal.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat. What a sensational effort. That's going to be a loss of 20.
Well, they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and the guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Pulled in at the 24. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Lance going to throw. he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams will take over possession here up at the 44. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Niners will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And the slot man goes in motion left. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield, here's Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. Lance looking to throw it. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Our first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. As his guy, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
But earlier in the the week when they had their scouting report meeting. This was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nwangwu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching? Well, Lance throws the interception, his third. And the Rams are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Patterson now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nwangwu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well.
Here's 2nd and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Lance. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. The center receiver in motion to the right. To try again after the sack. Lance flushed out right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 79 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Right back to him on 1st down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. He's got his man, Thornton. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 1.
And they'll run again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Rams are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nuwanger now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throwing out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, Lance. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Lance. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Lance now on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Niners get a bit closer. Now receiver in motion left. Lance going to try to throw for this. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing, the interception. If he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Completes this one to Thornton. Oh, he's got a little daylight on the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I like the thought.
And I believe they've buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's going to air one out. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Here we go.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Touchdown, LA! A great effort there. 31 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. McCaffrey following the penalty. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Lance to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Lance now to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
It's taken to the 26. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
174 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Going for it all. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Tyquan Thornton
with career touchdown number 75. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Nwogu now from his end zone.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At their own 26.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Steps away.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And some room to maneuver. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not...
Oh, into a sea of defenders, and intercepted. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And they go with McCaffrey. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. Needed a couple yards for the two-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football, you often find good running lanes.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an outside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Rams get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he will be blocked out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they can... Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On the toss, here's Nwangu. And some room to work. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the...
Here we go, Pat. 52. Ready?
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. 83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On play action, Lance trying to lay one up deep. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now they send the tight end in motion left. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's a give up the middle. Room here to run. Touchdown, LA!
Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Lance. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Lance looking to throw it. And that's dropped underneath to Nwangu.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
If I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
He's got a man, complete. A big play there for the Niners. 62 yards. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Trey Lance
keeping it himself from 8 yards out.
And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2.
Here's Lance.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Let's go now.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
4 yards the pickup, first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Rams are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 111 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. From the gun, it's Lance. That's caught. And the ball is knocked out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. Oh, look at that hurdle. And now some room to run. Inside the 20. And that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown. Extra point try now for Patterson. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And some room to run now. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Patterson now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And Patterson back out there to sim this one away. Luongo now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Let's go now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So they'll walk him back half the distance. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for L.A., it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener.